Good morning, welcome to Forbes Recreation Center, our first installment of Garden Talk. I'm your host, Cote Reynolds, and today we're going to be talking about organic pest management. A lot of times in organic pest management, there's a lot of different products you can use. I'm going to go over some, but there are many more out there. I believe in organics because I do not want poison on my fruits and vegetables that I'm going to consume. They're toxic. They're harmful to your good pests that you want, so they'll kill anything. One way to keep down your pests is to grow more plants. Here in this tray I have marigolds that I'm going to put along in our garden boxes. They're good for striking down your nematode population. They also repel a lot of other insects just because of their odor or their scent. I'm growing hot peppers too because I make a capsaicin or a hot pepper spray. Now obviously we're going to have a lot of hot peppers, so I'm going to put it to a good source, a good resource anyways. Garden waste or kitchen waste. A lot of times we get rid of things that are powerful good in the garden. Crushed eggshells. If you have an abundance of eggshells, use these to scatter about the base of your plant. The nice thing about those is they kind of shred. It's like going over glass, broken glass for caterpillars, slugs, snails, things of that nature. So it's a really good deterrent to keep them away from the base of your plant, crawling up and then devouring your plant. Coffee grounds are another natural repellent. They keep the same deal. Sprinkle it around the base of your plant. It keeps away a myriad of insects, and another benefit of the coffee grounds is it actually provides minerals to the soil, so it enriches your soil at the same time keeping away pests. Another good item for your garden to sprinkle, you can sprinkle diatomaceous earth, this is freshwater diatomaceous earth. It comes from fossilized diatoms that have been around for millions of years. The neat thing about this is it's a powder, and it dries out the insect. If insects crawl through it, it gets into their cuticles or their segments of their body, and it dries them out. So it's really kind of neat. I mean, it's bad for the bugs, but good for us. My only issue with this is it dries your skin out. So if you're going to use diatomaceous earth, I recommend wearing gloves. And if you're sensitive to breathing things in, perhaps a mask when you put this on. It's not necessary. This will not harm you, but it's just a preventative, a good idea to be safe rather than sorry, so you're not uncomfortable later. The next we have are homemade sprays. All right, as you can see, I have mini spray bottles here. I recommend you get spray bottles that have the measurements already on it. Just makes life simpler. My first spray is a peppermint oil. The peppermint keeps away your aphids, beetles, cutworms, leaf miners, ants, roaches, mosquitoes, gnats. It does a number on anything. The only bad thing about the sprays is you got to do it every day in Florida. If it rains, it'll rinse it off, so you do have to do it every day. And I recommend you, when you're using our sprays, is to put them on or apply them at night, and always test an area of your plant to make sure that it doesn't have a reaction to it. So peppermint oil is a good one, and it smells good too. So I mean, you can't go wrong with it. The next is eucalyptus oil. Eucalyptus oil is multi-purpose. It will keep away your ants, roaches, most of your crawling bugs that are on the base of your garden. We also have capsaicin spray. This stuff is great. I mean, this works good. You can spray it directly on the plant, but I do recommend, again, testing a small area of the plant. Also, you can spray around the base, and for my garden box people, you can spray it in your garden boxes along the sides. It messes with the ants. It kills their chemical trails, and it makes it difficult for them to survive. And they'll just want to get away. It may not necessarily kill them, but they'll not want to be in there. The piece de resistance as far as sprays go is Castile soap. A Castile soap and oil spray. Castile soap is a totally organic, vegetable-based soap. So there's no animal byproduct in it, nothing that can harm the plant. It's just essentially pure soap. Dish soap would be okay too, but make sure it's dish soap. It can't be laundry detergent because there's other chemicals and bad things in that. Then regular vegetable oil. And you make a spray, and I use this if I have a major infestation. If something is infested, you use this because it'll kill the bugs and it'll kill them quickly. And hopefully you can save your plant that way. So this is a good one. The last homemade spray is made with apple cider vinegar and water. Now the solutions vary. If you want a strong solution to deter your ants, to kill their chemical trails that they follow, you can do a half solution, 50% apple cider vinegar, or you can even use white vinegar. It doesn't matter. But I like it because you can tell it's colored, and somebody doesn't mark their bottle, you know, you can at least tell that it's something. But to use it on plants, I wouldn't do a half and half solution or a 2-to-1. I would do a 4-to-1 because the acidity in that may harm the foliage on your plants. So you gotta, as an ant deterrent, spraying around your garden, that's fine. But if you're going to use it as a preventative on your plants, I recommend 4-to-1. Then we have our powders. This is a Florida and vegetable garden dust from Captain Jack's. It consists of spinosad. This dries out the animals too. It gets into their cuticles, and it makes them dry and they can't digest things properly. Another good powder is Bacillus thuringiensis. I was unable to find any. It goes by a brand name Thuricide, which is a naturally occurring enzyme in the soil, which is a toxin to pests. Neem oil is another great thing. Neem oil, it comes in a pre-mixed spray, which is a little expensive in my opinion, or you can buy the concentrate, which makes 20 gallons. It makes more sense. This comes from a neem tree. It's all natural, and it's toxic to most of our insects that are native to Florida that get on your vegetables and your plants and stuff and eat them up. So it's very effective, but I try to go through my litany of products first before I go to the neem oil. My neem oil is my last resort when I am bug crushing. And then these are neat right here. These keep away your pests like squirrels, rabbits, mice, moles, kids. So it's a passive infrared, and it sends out a signal that's disturbing that animals can hear, and obviously children as well. So it's kind of neat. And that's all I got for this first segment of Garden Talk. Again, if you want any of these recipes or a copy of this outline, please email me and I will get it out to you. Thank you very much.